There is an explosive yet unverified report on the Michael Jackson investigation this morning. The website TMZ.com claims that police have now concluded that the singer may have been the victim of a homicide. Earlier show national correspondent Hattie Kauffman is live in Los Angeles with the latest. Hattie, good morning.
Good morning, Harry. The official autopsy reports aren't due until at least next week, but celebrity website TMZ, citing what it says are numerous law enforcement sources, says the LAPD has, quote, plenty of powerful evidence that Jackson's cardiologist could be charged in his death. Ever since Michael Jackson's death, there's been an undercurrent of suspicion. LaToya Jackson told a British tabloid her brother was a victim of murder. Joe Jackson made a similar charge.
Michael was dead before he left the house. I'm suspecting foul play somewhere.
Now, the website TMZ reports LA police have concluded that Dr. Conrad Murray, who was with Jackson when he died, may have administered a fatal dose of the powerful anesthetic propofol. The website reports that propofol will be listed as the primary cause of death, that vials were found inside Jackson's home, and that police have already talked to the LA District Attorney's Office about possible homicide charges. Murray's attorney says he's been cooperating with authorities, and he's not the only doctor under scrutiny.
A coroner's official had to wade through the media after serving a subpoena on the office of Dr. Arnold Klein. He's the Beverly Hills dermatologist who treated Michael Jackson.
Dr. Klein has cooperated with us extensively.
I mean, he's cooperating now. The coroner was frustrated because he had asked Arnie Klein to ante up Michael Jackson's medical records and said, where are they? And never got a return call. And that's why the assistant coroner went out today.
With the focus squarely on the drugs that Michael Jackson may have taken, there's more news about propofol, better known as Diprovan. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration has asked manufacturers for a specific batch of the anesthetic as part of their investigation. Now, another Jackson sibling, Tito, has told a London paper that the family tried to stage an intervention on Michael Jackson's drug use, but was turned away by his handlers. Certainly a lot of new developments, and all of this ahead of the custody hearing over who is to take care of Jackson's 3 children. Harry?
Thank you very much, Hattie Kauffman out in Los Angeles.
Hattie.
Joining us now, yeah, I got you. Joining us now is attorney and courtside anchor Jack Ford. Jack, good morning.
Good morning, Harry.
I want to talk first about the coroner going to visit Dr. Arnold Klein. Klein had said, well, we're cooperating. Coroner doesn't come knocking on your door with subpoena if you're cooperating, I don't suppose.
Well, no, I think what you're seeing here, Harry, is everybody wants to do everything by the book. You know, one of the lessons learned, especially in Los Angeles in the first O.J. Simpson criminal trial, don't leave anything unturned. Follow procedures. If you have to, drop subpoenas, even though somebody might say, look, I'll get you the records. If I'm running that investigation, I'm saying, I want subpoenas on everybody here. Let's put ourselves in a position where if there is ever a criminal case here, nobody's going to criticize us for not doing the job well.
And it really looks like, looking at the end of Hattie's piece, that they are really trying to follow this pharmaceutical trail, even going to the point of contacting the drug company to say, where were these supplies, where were they distributed? They want to know how they went through this chain of command.
Sure, they'll want to see where they went to, who got them. I'm sure they're also talking with the drug manufacturer about, okay, how do you use this? What's the optimum manner? What's the protocol here for you to administer this? Because if they do get to a criminal situation, if they do, that's a big if, one of the arguments is going to be, I would assume, that this was mismanaged, it was abused, it was used in a way that was not designed to be used.
Okay, what would the threshold have to be, though, if in fact this is a homicide case? We talked a little bit about this last week, homicide versus manslaughter, which might be unintentional. Putting it up to the threshold of homicide is a big deal.
Well, here's what happens. That's a good question. Homicide has a lot of categories. Everybody's familiar with murder one. You intended to kill somebody. There was premeditation involved. Second-degree murder is usually, maybe you didn't have premeditation. You intended to kill, or you intended real serious injuries and somebody died. Manslaughter gets a little bit shadowy. Manslaughter basically is you disregarded a known risk that death could result here. And my guess is they'd be talking about that has to do with using the drugs.
All right, Jack Ford, as always, thanks so much.
All right, Harry.